I'm about to flip the script, flip the switch, magic trick, watch this, watch this. I'm about to make you trip, make you glitch, camera click, watch this, watch this. I glitter it like gold, check out the view. Out with the old, and in with the new. I'm in my new era, I'm better in my new era. I'm better in my new era.
Few matches in English club rugby stir the soul like an East Midlands derby. Just 45 miles separate Northampton and Leicester, and even less when you're talking Premiership women's rugby. And the fact that this version of an old classic means it's Loughborough Lightning, who train a mere 20 miles from their opponents this afternoon, Leicester Tigers. PWR Round 5 is ready to go. Well, hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. We are refreshed, revitalised after a week off. And, here for round 5 at Cinch Stadium at Franklin's Gardens. Delighted to be joined by Vicky McQueen, who is, of course, the former head coach at Leicester Tigers. How are you, Vicky?
I'm good, thank you, Nick. Great to be back.
Yeah,
It's,
lovely to have you with us.
Exciting day, local derby, can't beat it.
Yeah, totally. Let's talk about your former club then, Leicester Tigers. They are without a win. It's a young playing group. What is the mission for Leicester Tigers this season?
I think it's just looking for the little wins, isn't it? Looking for the little wins, making sure that each game they're looking at goals, the physicality around the rooks. I know they're particularly looking at the moment. So I think it's just those small performance goals, just looking at trying to build a performance over the year. You know, they're young players, they need the experience of this kind of level of rugby, and just to see them out there, you know, taking the little wins, turning over the ball when they can, it would just be great to see.
Yeah, it would. And as for Loughborough Lightning, well, they're a side that have got 8 points in the league so far this season. They've got a win, a draw, a loss. They are also a side that have 11 internationals in that starting 15 compared to the 5 for Leicester Tigers.
Yeah, it's a big difference, and that will show. And you know, the experience that those players bring is incredibly phenomenal for Loughborough Lightning. For Tigers, it's just about, you know, just trying to, like I said, create those little wins. For Loughborough Lightning, they need to go take you know, this performance into next week against Saracens away. They can't underestimate Tigers. You never can. You know, it's the local derby. Who knows what's going to happen? But essentially, they just need to put performance in, make sure they're driving through to next week against Saracens away.
Yeah, they have that big one on the horizon. All right, well, in the Loughborough Lightning coaching ranks, of course, Nathan Smith is head coach, but he's brought in someone over the summer who came from Sale Sharks. I had the opportunity to catch up a little while ago with Rachel Taylor. Well, Rachel, how is life at Loughborough Lightning?
Yeah, it's good, busy. Really excited, obviously, to join the club and get my feet under the table as fast as possible. Obviously, I ruptured my Achilles back in July, so that didn't help. But yeah, look, it's a completely different prospect, you know, having obviously the university team and the Lightning team together. But yeah, really enjoying, you know, being with this group so far.
Yeah, there's 8 points on the board for this Loughborough Lightning side. I spoke to Nathan during the week, Nathan Smith, and he said, well, we don't normally start winning till after Christmas, so 8 points isn't bad for us. How do you take that, and you know, how does this side become a top 4 contender?
Yeah, I think we've started the season well. Obviously, set our intentions out around what points we wanted to take and where we wanted to take it. So we've been quite clear with that. And to be fair to this group, they've executed that when we've gone after it. So I think having that clear plan's really helped us. Had a couple of weeks to sort of reflect on areas that we can sort of go after and what we want to do. And I think that will really help push to be one of those top 4 teams. It's not often you get a 2-week break. So obviously it's nice to have a week off. But yeah, like, a chance to reflect after 3 games is good. You know, we're good at some stuff, we're really good at some stuff, but there's probably a few of those dials that we need to start turning up to make sure that we could be a top 4 contender. Can
you share any of those little things with us? What do you think you are doing well at the moment?
Obviously, like, we've shown different sides of us in all the games that we've played. So I thought our attack was incredible against Quins and how we came out of the blocks, and there'll be a big chunk of that we want to replicate, you know, in the first 20 minutes of today. But then we've had some gritty performances in defence against Sale, and then probably a bit more around that resilience piece against Exeter. So it'll be blending those together. Obviously, like, every team will chase the perfect performance, but there's probably 1 or 2 things that we really want to make sort of key areas that give us our identity.
And in terms of this week, in terms of this game, I know there was a late change with Grace Clifford out. Just a word there.
Yeah, really gutted for Grace. Obviously, there was a chance for Amelia Luce and Grace to go out in the league, which would have been really cool. But look, like, she's a fantastic player. Picked up a niggle on Tuesday. We tried to leave it as late as possible to make the call. But yeah, you know, with young players, you want to make sure they're in a really good place when they get that exposure in the league. So we'll delay that one for Grace, but I'm sure she'll bounce back from this injury pretty quick and be back having another opportunity fairly soon.
couple of big derbies going on the PWR this weekend. The East Midlands one, another really key one. What do you make of it? How does it affect things?
Yeah, it's a new one for me, so it's good to obviously pick up on the spiciness, I guess, in training. We had a really intense training session on Tuesday, which was good. We've probably got a good level of competition leading into this game, and that's what we want. We want to start well, and we know this is going to be a tough challenge. Any team that's had a bit of a run in or a bit of a break before, has a chance to look at themselves, reflect, recoup, re-energise, and we want to make sure we kill that off pretty quick today.
Excellent. Your coaching teammate Emily Scarrett seems to be enjoying the sun in Dubai. Are you going to be sending some other pictures with sort of cocktails later of some sort?
I imagine she'll be sending us those later. I'm sure she's living her best life over there. I've seen a buggy with her face on, so I don't think we'll be able to replicate that back at Lightning, but we'll certainly try.
Good luck this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Well, lovely to catch up with Rachel Taylor, and now we are delighted to be joined by two women who have, well, some slightly different jobs to do in their respective backlines. Helen Nelson of Loughborough Lightning and Jemima McCalman from Leicester Tigers. Helen, I'm going to come to you as the more familiar face in the PWR. How do you view Lightning's season so far?
It's been good. We've had some kind of mixed results, but I think week on week we've been getting better and better. We obviously had that draw against Exeter, which was big for us, and I think we want to make that top four, so now it's just about putting out that 80-minute consistent performance.
And looking at the stats, you're actually top of the league in terms of retained kicks this season. Is that an indication of how Loughborough are looking to play?
Definitely. I think we kind of back ourselves in terms of our variety of kicks and the way we move people around. So we have the option to kick long and try and get the ball back, but also looking to kind of go for those more contestable ones as well.
I love that. Very smooth here. We're only finding out about these stats just before we came on air, aren't we? But certainly impressive and loving that. Jemima, you are one of the fresher faces to the league, a four-capped Wallaroo. How are you enjoying life in the PWR? Give her a microphone, Vicky, that'll help.
Sorry, I've got a loud Aussie voice, I probably could reach it anyway. Yeah, life in the PWR is fantastic. I've been watching the competition for the last couple of years, so it's really exciting to be now coming up against players that I've been watching for the last few years, like Helen, so it's good fun for me. And obviously a massive challenge for us, particularly being in Leicester Tigers in the position we're in this season, so enjoying that challenge and enjoying building on our performance.
In terms of defence, you're actually, another stat for you, 3 turnovers last week in terms of your defence at 13. How are you finding that defensive channel?
Yeah, that was a bit of an interesting stat for me. I think I need to send the stat person flowers. I'm not sure about that one, and definitely love defending in that 13 challenge channel. It's always a real challenge because it is such a tough position to make decisions on. So for me, it's about making the decision early and committing to it, and fingers crossed it's the right decision when I make it.
Are you relishing defence these days?
Yes, I think that's when you're coming into a team that's building and focusing on its process, you do find yourself in defence in a lot of the game, but it's such an easy way to find yourself really committing and taking part in a game that might not be going your way in terms of attack momentum.
Yeah, I love that. And Helen, I mean, how do you avoid people like Jemima doing what they do defensively? How do you try and take someone like her out the game? And we might ask her the same question in reverse.
Well, I've got people like Lev Kelter on my team that loves carrying the ball. We've got some big physical ball carriers across our side. So I think using them, and then once kind of you've earned that right, we can look to ship the ball to the wide spaces. Yeah,
and then Jemima, how do you avoid someone like Helen controlling the game?
So do you have a pen so I can write that down quickly? Yeah, I think I'm lucky. We benefit. We watch Helen play at all different levels of the game. So I think understanding she's a very good puppeteer at 10. So just making sure we're putting the pressure on her, giving her as little time as possible to make decisions, and hopefully stopping her from connecting as much to the team outside her.
Love it.
It's good you've had the opportunity to really wake each other up now then, girls.
Yeah, you won't need to write anything down when you see Lev Kelter running at you, I'm fairly sure. Thank you both so much for joining us. We wish you both good luck in your missions this afternoon.
Enjoy.
And we should let these two get off and get ready for the game, because kickoff is fast approaching. We'll get ourselves shimmied up to commentary as this East Midlands derby gets set to go.
We are Loughborough Lightning. This is our town. This is our home.
Loughborough have a young and community feel when it comes to the fans. Strong.
Fearless.
Electric. Ones to watch this season are Alan Matei and Sadia Kapay.
I'm going to bring this tackle, fast pace, tries, good rugby.
Hello again. If you are just joining us then, we have shimmied our way up indeed to our commentary position here at the Cint Stadium at Franklin's Gardens, as indeed 5th place Loughborough Lightning take on 9th place Leicester Tigers in round 5 of Premiership Women's Rugby. Just to mark your card to the other fixtures taking place today, we've not put updated scores on this because you may tune in to them later on, but we have Sale Sharks against Exeter Chiefs today. That was a 2 o'clock kickoff. Our match here, Loughborough Lightning against Leicester Tigers, the East Midlands derby, and Trailfinders against Saracens has also got lined up for the same kickoff. And then tomorrow it'll be Bristol Bears at Ashton Gate hosting the champions, Gloucester Hartpury. We are all still working on what the title means to go for a four-peat. Three-peat worked, but we weren't quite sure where to go with 4. So can they be knocked from their lofty perch? That is the game that takes place tomorrow. But our guard of honour is taking position, and we can have a chance to look at the lineups for both of these sides. And well, for Loughborough Lightning, head coach Nathan Smith's made 4 changes from their high-scoring draw at Sandy Park 3 weekends ago. Up front, Amelia Williams comes into the front row with Becky Boyd in alongside Lily Ives Campion for the rested Hainiala Latui. The back row sees Kendall Ward be given a chance alongside Brodie and captain Hibbert Jones. Just one change to the back line, no Leah Green this week, so that sees Matai Tonga shift to 15 as Fancy Bermudez is given a first start for her new club. There's also a 50th appearance for Bo Westcombe Evans on the left wing, hoping to profit from the space made by Nelson, Morale and Kelter. On the Lightning bench, Lucia Scott awaits a first Premiership appearance, contrasted with Meg Davey, the club's most capped player. World Cup winner Sadia Kabea lurking with intent as needed later on. As for Leicester Tigers, well, it's also 4 changes from Fraser Gocher and Ross Bundy, Bainbridge and Dunn into the front row as the 2 alterations from their loss at Saracens. The rest of the pack remains the same, with USA international Emerson Allen in the second row and Tiana Gordon at 8, who is proving a top turnover merchant. There's a change at scrum half with French woman Eneka Levery into partner Christine Bitter, one of another 3 USA Eagles in the back line with Henrich and captain Tess Fury. Australian import Jemima McCalman, who we heard from, is alongside Georgie Lingham in the centre. The Tigers bench featuring a couple of former Lightning alumni as well. Club captain Jenny Maxwell lurks with the 21 on the back, and Amelie Anstead, who will be wearing 23. Well, a big week, of course. It's seen the likes of Blackfern, former World Player of the Year, Ruahe Dement, joining up with Bristol Bears, fellow Rugby World Cup winning Kiwi Maya Roos announced at Trailfinders. Maya Kawani Kaulani Roos, to give her the full bang. And Ireland's Nevo Dowd is going to Gloucester, plus Brittany Hogan, who we learned is going to go to Sale Sharks in January. That'll make it 11 Irish women in the PWR. Vicky McQueen, it really is the best league in the world, isn't it?
It really is, isn't it? There's no other words for it. It's the best league, there's the best players, it's the best experience for all those players to just come in and see this league for how it is. And yeah, just an exciting time to be around women's rugby in the PWR.
Well, here come Leicester Tigers. They know the size of the job ahead of them, as Loughborough Lightning send out Bo Westcombe Evans on her own. 50th club appearance for Westcombe Evans. Of course, it was 365 days from her ACL rupture against Harlequins last season to scoring at the Stoop in the opener in October. And what a great journey that's been. Daisy Hibbert-Jones then, the one to get the last words in. Referee team going to be led by Sam Yates this afternoon, working alongside Ian Farrell and Jenny Burrows. Loughborough Lightning then 8 points from 3 games. That rate would mean 48 points at the end of the season. That would still see them finish 6th based on last year. But Lightning know they could get themselves into the hallowed top 4 with victory today. And if Saracens can do a job on Trailfinders in London. But that's all for later. First bit of work is for the team who are bottom at the table to get a bit of consistency and start making their way upfield, and that's a decent first job by Jordan Russell. Bitter. Ball popped up for Matai Tonga. Not too much play at fullback. Mainstay on the wing, largely for Bo Westcombe Evans last season, but has played there a bit. Leah Green not involved currently. Big drive into the collision from Lily Ives Campion. You can expect that from her. Oh, the intercept. Lovely bit of lurking from McCalman. Offload wasn't quite going to work, but it'll be Emerson Allen who takes it forwards for Tigers. Laberry plays it on. Tess Fury captaining the side. They have this thread of USA internationals. They've got the international class of someone like McCalman. And there's a penalty advantage now being played. Bitter looked for the little dink through. Nothing's going to come of that. And that's a decent, bright start.
Lively start by Leicester Tigers. Yeah, a cracking interception to get them back on the front foot. I think, you know, Loughborough Lightning have to be aware. Leicester Tigers are the underdogs. They are the ones that are really, really going to want this. So, you know, they can't take their foot off the gas at any second. And that little turnover, little unmistaken error for Loughborough Lightning. And Leicester Tigers now field position.
There are those Tigers that are in the Loughborough Lightning lineup. Sangapolu, Talia Brody.
Yeah,
Also
two of my original recruits, Nick.
Yeah, they lost the likes of Meg Jones as well, Francesca McGee, Amy Cockayne.
Yeah, it's certainly about building a new team here at Leicester Tigers and really sort of putting those building blocks in place to just make sure that they set themselves in the Premiership status.
Cute one to the front. Bitter. Oh, it's right out in front. Sort of where you want it, but almost just a little bit too far. Good work from Gordon, supported then by Russell. Mika Gunter is back in South Africa this week, the Tigers hooker, but that's some decent meterage by Bainbridge, as a few of them got in the back of the car to give it a good shove. Gordon was well met. Bitter. Shorter ball to bring Georgie Lingham onto it, and Lingham's managed to break through here. Is this going to be the opening try of the game for Leicester Tigers? Oh, what a moment! Georgie Lingham. And look at the celebrations for Tigers. This is the sort of journey they're on this season. And with 3 minutes on the board, they've got the game's first try.
Well, that's what they said they were going to bring, didn't they? Fraser Gotcha gives them licence to really take the opportunities, and nothing better there from Georgie Lingham. Lingham breaks through the line. A great little bit of footwork. A little bit high on the tackle there from Loughborough Lightning, but wow, pace to burn, and she has made Helen Nelson look slightly slow there. A fantastic try.
Well, there were 3 Loughborough Lightning defenders there that all just seemed to say, yep, hello, off you go.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, you can't underestimate her brute strength, you know, obviously the power in her leg drive, and she's got pace. Lingham really can finish. When she's given a little bit of space, she'll take a mile, and a fantastic finish by Georgie Lingham.
Conversion goes wide, but it's Tigers who are first on the board.
I think they've started with just a real sort of, you know, fire in their belly to actually make a difference. You know, their defence has been really strong. Loughborough Lightning have really got to try and get their shape and structure back together now.
I think we may have an early change that's going to be needed for Loughborough Lightning. That's the pause here. I think Blue Matai Tonga is it's just being led away down towards the left corner.
Speculate potential head injury though.
Lucia Scott is the one who comes on for a first Premiership appearance. Oh, what a moment. Bitter with the clearance and keeps it simple.
Yeah, she certainly wasn't expecting that arrival on the pitch that early, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm sure she'll relish this opportunity for Lucia Scott. What an opportunity at this ground against Leicester Tigers in their local derby.
Treader to the tail. Miss Maud of GB Sevens. Finished out the back from Morale. Nelson was well swallowed up. Kelter will deputise. Scrum half. Now we're seeing a little bit more of those dancing feet from Fancy Bermudez. Off to the right they go. Maud picking the options left and right. They've got this centre field attack. Nelson waits left. Morale again. Oh, and it's been plucked out of the air after it was initially knocked on. And in fact, you can hear the referee saying that it's actually going to be the scrum that comes to Lightning.
Yeah, good defence for the Leicester Tigers. They're putting the pressure on there. Their blitz defence is looking good. They're coming up really nice and fast, and Loughborough Lightning actually creating those errors.
Getting confirmation that Matai Tonga's temporary removal is for an HIA.
First scrum. See who's got parity here.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Bit of chat going in from both sides to each other.
It's always interesting the first scrum, isn't it, Nick? Just to see, you know, who's got the upper hand. It's a really big battle in there. Ex-Leicester Tigers versus Loughborough Lightning as well.
Well, I always think, you know, are you going to just get in and get the job done and make that your statement? Are you going to give it the big chat, the big I am? Are you going to snidely remark? I mean, there's all sorts of ways to play this sort of battle for the upfronters, isn't there?
There are, and I'd love to say I've been in there, but I absolutely haven't, Nick. But yeah, I hear it's a big battleground in there, and it's always who can get the upper hand.
It's there at the back for Hibbert Jones. Been told to play it away. Maud having a little look. Nelson, shorter one for Kelter, who was well held onto by McCalman. Westcombe Evans just come across, and sticks the kick through, and it's going to sit up beautifully. Oh, that's a way to make your Premiership debut. Lucia Scott. Well. That's very nice. Was in the Scotland picture for the World Cup, but sadly missed out. Played during the Prem Cup, but is on to join the Loughborough Lightning cause and crosses for their first try in the East Midlands derby.
That was a first touch, I think, of the game. Like you're saying, it couldn't have a better start than that. It's a lovely surface coming out from and just a brilliant dink through there. But pace to burn. Lucia Scott really had to concentrate on the pickup as well, and a great finish. Just the timing, she got the timing just right off that little nudge through. And a great pick-up to score. Fantastic try. She was certainly pleased with that.
Helen Nelson has been super accurate over the course of the season. 85% kick accuracy. This is pretty impressive. Gets one and gets Loughborough Lightning into the lead.
We talked a bit about the attacking, kicking weapon, didn't we, as well at the start of the show, Nick, and she's certainly shown that lovely little timely weighted kick through for Lucia Scott to just run onto.
Home side into the lead then for the first time as we approach 10 minutes played. Oh, it's just about gone the 10, has it? Oh, not quite.
Looked like that was a deliberate play as well, a nice little nudge through just to bounce up just before the 10, but not quite the timing, not quite accurate enough. Yeah, I think it was a deliberate nudge to just hit the line, but no, just didn't quite make it.
It's got to be close. 10 centimetres
Fine
in there, I reckon.
margins, yeah. But a great attacking weapon now for Loughborough Lightning on the halfway line. Centre field scrum, you can't beat that as an attacking play.
Liz Moore joined last year from GB Sevens, but then went back to the Sevens programme after a couple of games, but has now left it more fully, more integrated into the club. Number 9 for Loughborough Lightning. Waits for Hibbert Jones. They're going to come back this side again. It worked nicely for the kick through and the setup of the try last time, but this time it's going to be Lucia Scott who just lays it back. Hibbert Jones will play scrum half. Becky Boyd makes the carry, Scottish international. Maud does back herself. Will have a go. Oh, big one over the top. Not quite sure it was meant for Morale. She's looked to try and thread that through the hole. Westcombe Evans. Oh, she's just lost it. But there's nothing coming.
Yeah, they're on a free ball there, weren't they, Nick? Looks like they're going to run back and take that quick tap.
I imagine in retrospect this will be a kick down
Maybe not.
into that 22. Jordan Russell pinged for having a go at Liz Maud. They're a protected species these days, the scrum halves.
They are. It's nice to see the likes of Jordan Russell giving it a go. You know, she is a really good jackal on the floor. She just recruited her just before I left Leicester Tigers, actually, and she's developed really well as a player. She's just come into her own, and her low centre of gravity and the way she works around on the floor is fantastic.
Yeah, she's been a brilliant operator in a Tigers shirt throughout, Jordan Russell. Now another penalty advantage coming to Loughborough if they can find a ball to play here. Not coming back too quickly.
Yeah, needs to be careful, Leicester Tigers, with the penalty count. That's 2 in quick succession. Just need to really retain their discipline and think about where they are in that contact situation.
Well, I can hear the call of Yorkshire Peel. I don't know what it means, but I can hear it.
I'm glad they told us that, Nick.
I want to get their lines right and go from here. Oh, it's not quite worked.
And that's what a Yorkshire Peel is, Nick.
Well, they were looking to play it quickly to Hibbert Jones and then back to Treader, but it didn't all stick.
No, nice little play, just not quite the accuracy there. Little pop-off, just didn't quite make it to hand. Let's see what happens in this scrum then.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Big shove from Lightning. Oh, it's a really dominant drive, and now the arm goes up again from the referee. A third penalty in as many minutes. Nelson looking to try and smuggle the short one. It's there for Maud. Still under that penalty advantage as Kendall Wardby goes looking for it. Maud, I think, just ended up knocking it on at the base there as the pressure came through the ruck. And the referee, well, point the finger at Ellie Smith in terms of that scrum, and Tigers will be wary, as Vicky McQueen mentioned a moment ago, of that penalty count rising.
Yeah, penalty count rising and really not dominant at all in the scrum. That was a massively dominant scrum from Loughborough Lightning. Ellie Smith just really struggling to hold the shove.
Shades of the Aviva Stadium last week when the Springboks were in full flight. Catch and drive time. They're not going for anything overly clever this time, Loughborough Lightning. It's up the jumper stuff at the end of November. It's going towards the line. It's getting the score. It's Catherine Treader. Well, she's been an absolute try machine in the Africa Violet, and she's doing it again. USA Eagle number 294. She's got a hat-trick against Tigers, the first time these two sides ever met. And she's on the board with Loughborough Lightning's second this afternoon.
That was a really controlled try from Loughborough Lightning, really starting to settle into the game now, getting their shape right. Lovely line-out take, and then just kept it tight, kept it nice and neat and shaped. Their leg drive position, outstanding. You can see Treader at the back there, just guiding, controlling. She's always in control of that, knowing exactly where to peel at the right time. Fantastic try from Treader.
Almost a lazy right foot swing action, isn't it? Just sort of gently comes through it. No need to expel any additional energy. And it's straight through the sticks again from Helen Nelson. 14 on the board then, after Tigers scored that opener through Georgie Lingham.
Yeah, I think it kind of took Loughborough Lightning off guard a little bit, didn't it? That Leicester Tigers approach from the start, they threw the kitchen sink at them, and now Loughborough Lightning are starting to look a little bit more steady in their play, a little bit more shape and structure to what they're doing.
Bitter. So to get a bit more distance on that, certainly manages it. Kelter, who will always run it back and happily accept the contact. Not rolling away, penalty.
Another penalty for Leicester Tigers. They are going to really, Fraser Gotcha and Ross Bundy, I'm sure, are going to be adding these up now, thinking we've got to get our discipline right now in these close, tight situations. 4 penalties so far in quite close succession. It's just allowing Helen Nelson to get that control over the game, allowing her the chance to kick them into field position.
Got a little bit of sunshine dappling the east stand at St Stadium at Franklin's Gardens. Oh, a lovely little switch in midfield, and that's allowed Kelter to come away and get the offload away for Hibbert Jones, and now it's Bo Westcombe Evans streaking down the touchline. Westcombe Evans cruises in. The work done before her. Hibbert Jones working nicely off Kelter. And they got their third so quickly after the second. On her 50th club appearance, it's a 36th try in Lightning colours for Bo Westcombe Evans.
It's a great stat, isn't it? 36 tries in 50 games. Brilliantly taken line out, a lovely switch in. That's a really well-rehearsed play there. And the offloading game just worked. Hibbert Jones, class to be able to put that ball across to Bo Westcombe Evans, who still had a lot to do, but with gas that she's got, there was no one stopping her from there. And a nice celebration for a 50th try, 50th game.
It's another one from Nelson. 3 out of 3 so far, 21 on the board now.
So relaxed in her approach, and I think that's the way she plays the game. She is very relaxed, leader at 10, competent, confident in her own decision making. Just looks the full package today.
News from the tunnel is that Bulu Matotonga will not be rejoining us. So it is an early introduction, a try-scoring introduction that will see Lucia Scott be with us for all of the game, bar the first minute. Nelson's clearance, oh, and just the error on the attempted gather at the touchline.
Yeah, poor from Tess Fury. She'll be really disappointed with that. Not her regular bread and butter takes that she makes in the USA jersey and a Tigers jersey. Just took her eye off the ball slightly. Yeah, uncharacteristic error there.
Down off the top, Nelson into midfield to Wardby, getting a shot with certain Red Rose player of the match from the World Cup final, Sadia Kabea, on the bench. Almost raised an eyebrow at the selection of Kabea on the bench this week. I would expect it might be one of those fixtures where she might be allowed a little bit of time off, but I think Lightning was saying, well, they've had 3 weeks off since their last fixture, and actually they need to make sure that their Red Roses are ticking over and ready for the big occasions, and certainly they've got another one of those next week with Saracens, so that's a little bit of the thinking there, but it is allowing a chance for Kendall Wardby, who is a great operator, and well, there's been plenty of them historically in rugby over the years where you are brilliant in your position, but there just happens to be someone slightly more brilliant ahead of you that might deny you a few of those critical minutes.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. You want to be in that high performance environment where you're really fighting for positions, but unfortunately that comes with a cost, and sometimes it comes with less minutes than you perhaps would like.
Certainly been making decent impact off the bench, Kendall Wardby, it's not to say that.
Loughborough line-out's been really organised so far. Probably put a commentator's curse on that now. Oh, there we go.
They've lived to fight another day. Wardby sends it on for Kelter, who was on that short angle from midfield. Tigers read it well. Russell looking to try and hit that ruck. The ball had rather gone by the time she got there. Boyd. Good meters again. Nelson. Long one outside. There was only 2 Tigers defenders. Pressure was just enough, causing Loughborough Lightning to knock it on. It's the nature when you are an underdog side, I guess, Vicky McQueen, you sort of, you have that moment defensively where you're nervous it's not going to be defended inside, so you probably hold a little tighter than you should do, which means by the time a team gets width, like we saw there, you suddenly find yourself short-handed, only a couple of defenders. Now, luckily for Tigers, the pressure was enough for Lightning to knock it on, but it's that trust that can sometimes just fall away, isn't it?
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it, when you're relentlessly defending, as Tigers have done, so far this season. Just trying to get that trust, making sure that you're confident in the player inside you that's going to make that tackle for you. And yeah, sometimes you just second guess it a little bit, but yeah, luckily for Leicester Tigers, they managed to disrupt the play again, and they are putting in some individual good hits, and that is disrupting Loughborough Lightning.
This has got to get in and away, hasn't it?
Start on my left, please. Start on my left, please.
Yeah, nothing worse than messing around at the screen.
Crouch.
Loughborough, France under-20s, was playing in the Summer Six Nations Festival last year. He was also try-scoring when France under-20s schooled England under-20s, 72-21. And there's a free kick that goes the way of the Tigers. Loughborough Lightning keen to get a quick jump on at scrum time, and the referee having none of it. So this will give them a little more chance to clear, although from Bitter, they opted to stick it into the air and allow it to be contested rather than go for touch. Oh, and the ball in field has only found Lingham, who gets it away to McCalman, who plays the offload game from the floor.
Tackle release. The ball's here.
Gordon, big thumping hit, but Gordon manages to rotate well and make another meter.
Exceptional leg drive there from Gordon, showing her power.
Bitter wants to send it into the 22, sends it over the head of Scott. And she will be the one with a little less experience. And it's not a bad idea from Bitter to put that pressure on. Oh, and the ball was not protected from Loughborough. And now there's another great opportunity for Tigers in this Loughborough Lightning 22. Fighting her way through goes Russell. Short ball option. Looking to try and give Ellie Smith a bite of the cherry. It's just lost, it's gone backwards. Gordon was there to tidy it up. Composure now needed from Tigers. They need a few more people behind the ball. Numbers are off to the right. There's the big fend from Russell into Kelter. Kelter then swings her down. She wasn't held, so could get up again, and that will prove a sensible and canny move, because Kelter was ready to get over the top of that. Good drive again. Morgan Richardson that time. Smith. They want to try and bring this ball back, but they've got penalty advantage now, and referee's whistle goes. They'll take this.
Some really good phases of play there from Leicester Tigers. I think maybe 9 or 10 phases, just really slow ball, but looking after the ball, showing composure.
Kristen Bitter just taking the ball out of the hands of Loughborough there. She was eyeing up a quick one, Just a little bit more experience from the USA internationals to go, don't you dare.
There wasn't there? There was that look that just said, no way.
We're all learning together from each other.
A great decision from Bitter. You know, they've been work good in the tight Leicester Tigers so far today. They're showing their strength there. Let's see what they can do from this lineup.
Head coach Ross Bundy is just a little further down from our commentary position. He's on his feet and screaming, and they opt to go to the front. And they want to get the turn on this and try and find the line.
Out you go. Okay, one stop. Out you go.
As Campion's given the word to move. They've been given one warning from the referee, but this is moving towards the try line. Can they get the ball down though?
The ball's here, let go.
Hibbert Jones, oh, and that's the score! Hibbert Jones had to surrender it on the field, and Bundy's punching the desk down near us as Leicester Tigers get a second try at Sin Stadium at Franklin's Gardens. Loughborough spotting the chance to go, and it's a second.
Yeah, that was a really well-worked try. It meant a lot to Ross Bundy to the right of us. Punch in the air. But yeah, fantastically worked line-out. Great decision by Bitter to go for the line-out. And then they were just steady. They were steady in there. They were making sure they were organised, getting set, great body positions. And then suddenly...
Well, Hibbert Jones goes digging in for it. She's right in the middle there. She ends up coming up with the ball at some point.
And the ref said no. And then they just managed to sneak over. But yeah, really well-worked rolling more. Attacking try for Leicester Tigers. Snuck over there in the corner.
What I loved is that Daisy Hibbert-Jones was saying to the ref as she fell, I've got the ball, but she knew full well when she hit the deck she had to release it. And that just alerted Tigers to the fact that, oh, there it is. Well, we'll help ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it's good to talk, sometimes it's not. Yeah, Leicester Tigers are really pleased with that.
Conversion missed. It is going to be the journey of this Leicester Tigers team that
Backwards in front, please.
finding themselves in key try-scoring positions and taking those points will build that belief in what they're doing during the week. Scott with the run back was good as well. Nelson plays it on. Tredder.
Not now, bro.
Seasoned PWR campaigner Catherine Tredder, USA International. Little one inside for Boyd. Nelson wanted the quick service and got it that time. Morale wanted to try and take her a little wider, I think they're the Tigers, but touchline just a little too far away. That's good offload play. Oh, and that's Gordon got rid of by Becky Boyd. She will just leave the ball behind. It's loose, but they are there to pick it up. Sangapolu.
Never held.
Scott. She is a sort of 10 come 15, so is happy to pop up in that position and play first receiver.
Step back.
Maud. Nelson. Sangapolu once more. Oh, it came bouncing up.
Back. Scrum advantage.
And now a knock on.
Still scrum advantage.
Scrum advantage being played to Tigers here. Bitter
Advantage over.
sends it up into the sky, and a little bit of cover's going to be needed here. Fend comes out from Bermudez. It's a low one to nobody. They could put the pressure on here, the Tigers, which they do. Amelia Williams had no time at all on that.
It was a great hit, I think, by Dunn, wasn't it? Really got off her line.
Lingham. Oh, she ripped the ball away in the tackle.
Strips back, play on.
Absolutely superb. Henrich with the chance to go. Emily Henrich sticks it over the head of Helen Nelson. She hasn't managed to put her foot in touch yet, so she's still got it there. Not held, able to get back to her feet, but...
Never got back to her feet.
Oh, referee says she wasn't back to her feet.
Yeah, contentious that one, but perhaps not quite back to her feet, maybe not quite on 2 feet.
Ruling effectively that she's playing the ball on the floor, and Well, Kristen Bitter's been in this area of the field a few moments ago and knows exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's a really good kick through from Heimlich to make sure she put the pressure on as well. But yeah, Nelson actually didn't get back up to her feet, did she? So yeah, therefore, correct decision, penalty given.
Okay, yeah.
If we collapse it there, I don't have to release, do I?
Well, the ball was immediately available.
I don't have to release it because I'm in the ball.
The ball was immediately available.
Hibbert Jones is still having a conversation with the referee.
I want to learn in case they do it again.
What is your question?
They collapsed it, and I had hands on ball.
Yeah.
I don't have to release my hands.
It was one-on-one, so I felt it was a transfer, so we played away.
Conversation with Hibbert Jones and the referee.
Yeah, time's off. We've got physios on the field, yeah.
It's good captain in there just to have that word with the referee, just to confirm, just to make sure that he understands that she understands.
Loughborough Lightning, they had that opening season loss, our iPlayer game that kicked off the season
Watch your entry when you're cleaning the rucks,
at
please.
the Stoop.
Just watch your entry when
I mean, we were treated to 94 points that evening, but Loughborough Lightning came up just short. They won at home to Sale Sharks in round 2.
Pardon?
Then they drew against Exeter, a team that they don't often get too much from.
Time on.
I think they were pretty pleased with that. They had the bye in the last round. That's how, with that extra week off, it was effectively 3 weeks ago that they played. So 8 points in 3 games overall. So you said at the start, if you take that average, that would put them at the end of the season with 48 points. That would leave them in 6th, which is exactly where they were last season, albeit with 9 more on the log if you place them in that table. But they are very keen to kick on, very keen to show that they can be a top 4 outfit. Oh, but now the chance for Tigers. Oh, my goodness.
Knock on in goal.
Oh, it was knocked on. They may celebrate, but the referee...
Knock on in goal.
Right on the spot to have spotted the knock-on.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Leicester Tigers. They really felt they'd just done enough there. Cheeky little line out, great little option, but saying a knock-on.
Okay, Lightning, everyone behind the kicker as well,
Well,
please.
he was very close to
Yeah, he was on the money.
seeing it up front. There you go.
There you go.
Brilliant spot.
Great spot from the referee. Unfortunate for Leicester Tigers. From Morgan Richardson there, she'll be gutted.
Labaree plays 9 to 10. Lingham, one of Tigers' most consistent performers.
You're tracking her in, the ball's available.
11 tackles and 20 carries against Saracens, Georgie Lingham.
Yeah, she gets through a lot of work, does Georgie Lingham.
Bitter. Oh, just delayed it nicely for McCalman, and then they kept it alive to find Henrich. Labaree. Little shift of the angle from Morgan Richardson. Tiger number 9, survivor from the first season under Vicky McQueen, who's alongside us in commentary today. Hermione Farmer. Oh, and it just got lost in contact. Is this going to be an invitation? Scrum advantage over you here from the referee. Morale takes it to ground.
Not now, release. Thank you. 11's in the way still.
Tigers have not got that many players on the side of the field, where Loughborough have got quite a few more.
5 roll away.
Penalty's gone against Emerson Allen.
Yeah, Allen just not rolling away quick enough, just not making that attempt. And you've got to be really clear. Right in front of the referee, you have to make sure that you are looking to roll away. Just didn't do that, so that's another penalty for Leicester Tigers. And another chance for Helen Nelson to clear her lines beautifully.
10-metre line out
On the 10, please.
for the Lightning. Ives Campion calls it at the tail, rises beautifully.
Line over. Pink to floor, play
Perfect
away.
set
The
piece.
front player always had the ball.
Boyd nearly got all the way. Maud for Nelson. Hibbert Jones, the dummy runner. Morale wanting to just come through the gap, shown momentarily by Lingham and McCalman. Nelson again, quick one. Scott, had a bright game since she's been such an early introduction. Maud for Kelter. Kelter looks at the options. Ives Campion, Rugby World Cup winner with the Red Roses. Maud. Scott again. Westcombe Evans, already one try on her 50th appearance. It's all a little messy.
Side entry,
It's going to be
40.
another penalty. It's gone against Charlotte Daly. And maybe this is warning time.
Skip it. Wait a minute, please. Captain. Okay. I know we've had a lot of play, but each time your team is in the 22, they give penalties away.
Okay.
Since we've got to play down, and also you need to pass the message on, can you communicate that to your team, please?
Discipline, 22.
Yeah. It's multiple offences, mainly at them all over here. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, a little bit naive there from Charlotte Daly going in from the side. Not really any reason to do that. So it's just these little pieces of discipline that they're just mounting up against Loughborough Lightning. Sorry, against Leicester
good.
Tigers, and those just little mistakes are just ganging up, accumulating. So Tess Fury just
Tess,
needs to
all
have a
good.
little word with the team and just need to settle everyone down. Just have
Okay.
a word.
Once
You
they're
just
spread
take
out,
that extra
time
step
on.
at the ruck. Take that, ice that ruck if it's necessary.
Tricky thing
14
coaching-wise,
side
isn't it? Because
entry.
you want to see that hunger defensively from your players, but you also want to see them doing it with wisdom and cool heads at the same time.
Yeah, will do.
Yeah, you do.
On
It's
the
a
line,
fine
please.
balance, but when you've been warned by the referee, you've just got to be a little bit extra careful.
Will Catherine Tredder have in mind
Stay 2 metres.
the position she could be
Line over.
taking in just a minute to finish off another Loughborough Lightning drive? She's right on the back of Kendall
Okay,
Wardby.
one stop. Yeah, I've seen
Been
it.
offered it once. She'll give it up for Maud. Morale, shimmy right. Oh, Boyd's knocked it on. It's a gift for Tigers, who sensed they were going to have a lot of defending to do.
Scrum advantage over.
It's not the best clearance kick. Oh, but then it's been knocked on by Westcombe Evans.
Yeah.
So is there an
Still playing.
advantage again to be played by the Tigers
Tackle
here?
release.
They've got penalty advantage.
Okay, taken back. Scrum advantage over.
Kicked away from McCalman. Tigers need to make sure that they're not just backing off defensively here, because they're slightly watching Loughborough Lightning as they come forwards through the strength of Fancy Bermudez. Short in stature but mightily powerful, the Canadian international. Morale. It just broke down this side a moment ago, but it's not going to this time, because once again it's Hibbert Jones feeding Westcombe Evans. And Bo Westcombe Evans gets the 4th try and the bonus point for Loughborough Lightning. Her 2nd of the afternoon, and the sort of score with just a few minutes to go until half-time that might just start to ease the nerves from a Lightning perspective.
Yeah, it was a lovely little offload again from Hibbert Jones, wasn't it? And hugely influential on this game. Soft hands from Helen Nelson. Lovely little pop. And then Hibbert Jones just got the nous, the ability, the experience to know when to give that ball to Bo Westcombe Evans. And like we said before, from that sort of distance, she's electric, and no one's going to stop her from there.
Is her family full of eccentrics?
I like that, Nick. Very good.
Couldn't resist.
I can see it coming.
Yeah. Oh, denied by the upright on the near side. So one will get away from Helen Nelson, but that is the 4th try. Westcombe Evans enjoying that little tiptoe once again down the touchline.
Yeah, bonus point secured already then for Loughborough Lightning, and that's, like you say, Nick, where the switch might be. Now it's up to Leicester Tigers to really stay in the game, stay in the fight, make sure they're mentally aware of what's going on, and just don't give up.
Bitter. A little more centrally in terms of the delivery that time. Nelson happy to go and retrieve it herself, sends it back downfield, won't find touch. Is well gathered and lofted in for Bitter, who's not got much time. Looks for the left-hand side of the field. Nelson covered the ground really well here.
Backwards.
And is looking to
Now
try and
keep
open
going.
up this
Yep.
close left corner. Bitter again. Doesn't end up taking it on into the tackle, but just gets the feed away for Henrich. Back in for Gordon, but was well tackled. Ives Campion wrapping around the legs. Ellie Smith, local product, came through Lichfield, making her debut last season. That's a nice little variation from Bitter, but a couple of the Tigers
Off and
players
three in
just
the midfield.
collided with each other. Oh, and has that been knocked on by lightning? Yes, it has. That was a lovely little variation from the Leicester Tigers fly half, Kristen Bitter.
It was, wasn't it? Showing that she's got the full package. You know, when she's got the time and space, she can. She's a very creative 10. And it was a lovely line from Henrik to try and get on that ball.
Thank you. Let's go, please. I've made the mark. Both teams control. If you can, bind off the shoulder. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Interesting lineup for Leicester Tigers behind this scrum.
And looking for the ball to be broken away from Gordon so they could get on their bite. They all arrived a little too early, but it still worked from Bitter to McCalman. Oh, looking out to the right side. It was just Charlotte Daly was running out of room at that point.
Put them on the court. I'll put them on the court of the grass.
Yeah,
On
good
the
opportunity for
photograph,
Leicester
please.
Tigers to take, just nudge the wheel on, got the ball to the right-hand side, and just ran out of space, didn't they?
Time off. Player down in the vicinity of the line out.
Lovely hands from Bitter initially to make that space.
Just on the edge of the grass, please, when you get cut, when we get going. Thank you.
Our clock tiptoes into the red. Just a reminder that we are on the referee's watch. Our clock is our best indication, but we are not
Okay,
directly
time
linked
on.
to the referee's time on and off, so we will be there or thereabouts. But the line-out will continue. There's an awful lot of dancing in that line-out, not a lot of action, and Lana Brainbridge is the one who comes away with it for Tigers. Loughborough Lightning will be defending with all their might now, in the hope that that error doesn't see them conceding any more points to the team bottom of the table.
No, it's not off
Laberry
the foot. Play on.
goes off to the right. Bitter goes for the little chip through. That's really nice. Charlotte Daly able to gather the kick pass. They go the same way. Hermione Farmer
Thank you.
played a bit with Novocastrians, plus represented Newcastle University in the Buck Super Rugby League. Laberry again. Gordon gets around the first challenge. Oh, but then it's been ripped in the tackle, and Amelia Williams will come away with it. You may remember Amelia Williams, super score against Harlequins in that opener of the season. For a prop forward, she was certainly looking for an early try of the season nomination that evening. But this is Loughborough Lightning building through, going down the line, feeding Bermudez, who gets it away upfield. Bitter's got nobody with her. She's going to have to try and buy a bit of time. She's done really well.
Use, please.
Richardson, big thump in midfield.
Tackle release.
Penalty Tigers.
Yeah, some great ambition from Loughborough Lightning to run it there from their own line.
A few players feeling that passage of play, I think.
Yeah, there's some big hits going in there. Lots of, you know, it's great to see the ambition, Nick, the ambition from Loughborough Lightning. They could have just put it out to touch. They're like, no, we're going to go for another try here. And now Tigers have managed to turn it over again.
Okay.
Ellie Smith's got a stud in a rather uncomfortable place down on the shin there.
It's a little painful, that, Nick. Yeah, it's great to see Ellie Smith coming through the Lichfield pathway. You know, that's what we set up, 4 or 5 years ago, was that Lichfield contingent to really feed through this Leicester Tigers pathway. And it's nice to see that it's all coming to fruition now.
Yeah, 6 appearances last season, 3 starts already this one. So that is the positive picture, the positive journey.
No clear release.
It's a blood replacement in the meantime for Ellie Smith, who's just taken a temporary
On the edge,
leave. Beth
please.
Cregan comes on, the Northern Irish woman, former Ulster captain.
They've just made a change. Just give us a second. Thank you. Let's hurry it up, though, please. Thank you.
It's good to see the Irish contingent in the league, isn't it, Nick?
Absolutely. More Irish joining, more Black Ferns joining. A few of them considering, a few more even considering it apparently. It's the nature of that Super Rugby Alpiki season, not starting till late. Well, this is a chance for them to play regular weekly rugby. Tackle on the floor, it's coming back. Oh, Loughborough fancies a little shot down the short side. Nobody's with it. It's a nice idea. Bermudez has got to go back and deal with this. It's going to be grounded in goal for the goal line dropout, which will bring the end to the half. Lovely bit of thinking from the French former under-20s scrum half. And that has been a first half where I would say Vicky McQueen, Leicester Tigers, can feel pretty pleased with the account they've given of themselves.
Yeah, I think they'll be really pleased with that first half, Nick, particularly that starting, you know, the way they scored in that first sort of 3 or 4 minutes. They came out of the blocks firing. They're showing that will and desire to really compete. Got Loughborough Lightning slightly off guard in the early days, but then Loughborough managed to just get their shape and structure back. They got some calming vibes from Helen Nelson, getting her foot on the ball and just being able to take charge of the game. And then they show their class, some beautiful first up line outs, some good scrimmaging, and then just through the phases. So Loughborough Lightning just showing their class in the end. Yeah,
brace of tries for Beau Westcombe Evans, Catherine Treader and Lucia Scott on the board as well. It is 4 tries and the bonus point in the first 40 minutes and a half-time score of Loughborough Lightning 26, Leicester Tigers 10. Now we have on field very shortly, I was told during the week there's going to be a mascot race. You don't want to go anywhere because if we can capture that, we're bringing it to you.
We're very excited about it.
We are, absolutely. It's going to be Burnley against Welford, we're told. So that to look forward to shortly. But we also have had the opportunity to catch up with Georgie Lingham, who is, of course, playing at inside centre for Leicester Tigers today, on her work around being a groundskeeper. So we've got that film to come up for you very, very shortly. But in the meantime, half-time. Loughborough Lightning 26, Leicester Tigers 10.
Georgie, how did you end up here, mowing the pitch as well as playing on it?
Yeah, well, I got the opportunity from Leicester Tigers. They welcomed me to come play this season, showed me around. I told them a little bit what I do as a job back home, which is gardening. Normally garden with a coffee and biscuit by my side and just like fluffing up some flower beds, repotting things, stuff like that. And they said, would you be interested in obviously playing for Leicester Tigers and having a job as like working with the groundsman team, which is just like really cool. Like I've always looked to do something like that. I love like cutting lawns. It sounds ridiculous, but love cutting lawns.
Okay, a bit different though.
Yeah.
From cutting someone's lawn at home to cutting this massive 1.5 acre perfectly kept grass.
Yes, massively different. The team here are just on it and they pride themselves so much on the pitch and it's just so special. It actually means quite a lot. Having it pristine, you put so much time and effort into this pitch, fertilising it, keeping it nice and short for the players to play on, but also to protect them as well so they don't get injured and stuff like that. So it's really interesting to see the background on that.
Tell us about your journey. At one point you were in the Olympic Sevens programme. Now here you are at Leicester, playing on the pitch and cutting it as well.
Yes, it's been a journey. I was with Great Britain Sevens for 3 seasons. Last season I was on every tour, playing away, really cool, playing with your mates in a really cool programme. But unfortunately it's not this year. They've decided to let people go. And then that's when I thought I would inject myself back into the 15s setup. So playing for Leicester Tigers, but also working full time again, which has been like a struggle. So you're just having that, I'm cutting the pitch the whole day and then going to the gym and training after. It's like kind of gone back in time, but it's all good.
Tell us about you and your teammates though. What's the squad like?
Yeah, it's really nice. The girls are really sound. It's really got like a family feel, and I think Ross and Fraser have really tried to do that as much as they possibly can with culture and stuff. But the girls are so supportive. We have a good laugh, and we keep it very competitive on the pitch.
We are Loughborough Lightning. This is our town. This is our home.
Loughborough have a young and community feel when it comes to the fans. Strong.
Fearless.
Electric. Ones to watch this season are Alan Latey and Sadia Capello.
I'm going to bring this to tackle, fast pace, tries, good rugby.
New era.
Lovely to hear from Georgie Lingham and a little bit more about what she's up to now then. We promised you something special at half-time, and Bernie and Welford, the two mascots, are ready. Now, you may have seen the PWR final last year where the mascot race was frankly one of the highlights of the day. And we have Bernie and Welford here who are going to do everything they can. It is walkies time for Bernie. And can Welford claw his way into the lead in this competition?
This is the main one today, isn't it, Nick? This is all what we've all been waiting for.
You told me that you've been a mascot.
I have actually been one of my own Diddy Rugby mascots. And it's really hard work in there, Nick. When you're running in a mascot suit and you haven't got much oxygen in there, you really do struggle. So I have to say I'm feeling it for the athletes inside.
The athletes inside. I mean, you know, this is high stakes. This is East Midlands Derby. Bragging rights.
This is the result that matters, Nick. I'm sure I can sense it.
Pete Nuttall, the local announcer, is building them up. We're 3-2-1 and we're away. Bernie's having to hold the head on by the looks of it. A little right paw on the snout throughout.
The last thing you want to do is lose your head, Nick.
Now they're over the tackle bags. Took a little bit of while, of course. The visibility from these is pretty tough. Now there's the slalom. Now they've got to get their feet into these little holes on the floor.
I think poor Bernie's got a bit of a disadvantage with those big feet, although now...
Well, I was going to say, Bernie's absolutely soared past. I think just those hoops on the floor was pretty academic. Now the slam of the... Well, if you can call it a slam, they've got to try and find the ball on the floor. And who's going to be the one to score the try? Oh, Bernie's there!
With a dive and managed to hold his head on.
He'll be absolutely delighted with that. It's going to be early dinner time for Bernie.
Maybe some treats after as well.
Absolutely, why not? What a good boy, Bernie.
Good boy.
We absolutely love that. But we've also got to... excellent work to our graphics team, who've knocked that up in about 2 seconds flat.
Commiserations to poor Welford.
Commiserations to Welford, who tried to claw his way back in, but it wasn't to be. Well, those are the highlights that we really wanted to bring you.
Good grounding from Bernie. And actually, I think Welford knocked it on over the line as well, so poor show.
Well, there we are. We'd like to bring you everything as part of our PWR coverage this afternoon. All right, should we look at the match highlights then? We have had one of those here. We've had a first half of PWR Rugby and, of course, an exciting start to the game for Leicester Tigers fans, because it was Georgie Lingham who found herself in a good position. Vicky, let's hand over to you as we bring in these first half highlights.
Yeah, it was a cracking start from Leicester Tigers, wasn't it? Just from the off, they looked really comfortable. Lovely little pass from Bitter. And Lingham just managed to fend, showing her power, her pace, and just raw speed to go over the line for that first try. Could see what it meant to Leicester Tigers to get on the board early as well.
Celebrations were a picture, but it wasn't long before the first little dink saw Lucia Scott.
And that was her first touch of the game from Lucia Scott. Great little dink through from Helen Nelson. Just a lovely weighted kick, showing her class. And then this is the rolling maul that really took its time, was really steady, brilliant line out to start with, and then just took her time, and a beautiful dive over the line as well to finish. Beautiful hands from Hibbert Jones, feeding Bo Westcombe Evans for her 50th try. And then a nice line out here from Leicester Tigers, really simple, kept it nice and tight. And they just managed to roll that ball over and dive over the line. Great body positions from Leicester Tigers.
Loughborough doing just enough to smuggle it through the hole.
She still had a bit to do, didn't she? But a great rolling ball, a really good attacking weapon from Leicester Tigers.
It's just an 11-point game at that point. But then again, that channel that's seen Kelter and Hibbert Jones and Westcombe Evans proved fruitful once again.
Yeah, just some great work in the open play, just some beautiful footwork, offloading, things that Loughborough Lightning are really showing that they are capable of doing in that open play, open field.
So 4 tries and the bonus point is how Loughborough Lightning are sitting pretty at half-time. Of course, depending on other results today, they could find themselves climbing into that 4th place position and beginning that assault on top 4. That is a real focus for them.
Yeah, they're always striving to do better, aren't they, Loughborough Lightning? They don't rest on their laurels, and they've got the ability to do it. They've got the players, and they've recruited really well this year. It's nice to see the addition, some ex-Tigers in there as well. But they really are coming together now as a really experienced PWR side.
Well, we've enjoyed a few tries here so far this afternoon, but if you missed any of the corkers that were scored in round 4 of the PWR, then we can bring you a few of those now.
This scrum battle, it's one feather in the cap of the Gloucester Hartpury pack. Hunt looks to profit from it. Hurd, Venner, lovely hands, and Gloucester Hartpury will be back on level terms.
Go get! Look where it all are! Go get! Go get!
Shell. Dummy. Back in field and thrown to ground.
Good Delaney, get off, get off, get off!
Oh, it might have just opened up here for Gallagher. Gets the pop away for Borland. It's brilliant from Gallagher.
Kildon with the hands, 3-on-1 on the outside, but Kildon goes alone.
So Sellers. Missed ball to begin with. Oh, go Gregson through the gap, the palm off as well, and the offload. McDougall dots down.
Head nearly broke away, but was a little more encouraged back into the fray, having not completely lost the bind. And now there's a penalty advantage on this maul. Trailfinders might have conceded the last try, but they're in strong position here. Meg Jones looking for the big one over the top. Oh, it's pinpoint from Jones. It's beautiful from White.
Scrum advantage over. Okay, thank you.
Away goes Apps. So quick, looking left, looking right, looking for options. She's not going to need any of them. Apps pins her ears back. Apps for the corner. Oh, wonderful individual score.
Well, a hatload of scores in the PWR. It is the most entertaining league in the world. We know that through the ruck speed, the tries that get scored, everything that we love about this league. And it's backed up by the stats as well. Vicky McQueen is with us, former head coach of Leicester Tigers. Getting a chance to, well, check in on the old crew and see how they're getting along. Of course, it's well, a challenging season. They're in a slightly different place with others. A big change of personnel. Plenty of players that went out the door after their first couple of years at the club, but a lot of new faces in. The average age has dropped a fair bit, hasn't it? You had the chance to speak to Fraser Goetcher during the week and pre-game today. I guess the mission is it's development for a lot of these players and giving them as much time to go as far as they can on their rugby journey in the PWR.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's just about, you know, Fraser summed it up really well. It's just about making sure every player really achieves their potential. And they've come to Leicester Tigers for an opportunity, and that opportunity is to play top quality Premiership rugby week in, week out, gaining the experience and being able to, you know, find those small wins, you know, in the battle of the turnover. I know they've been working really hard in the last 6-week block in their defence, in the ruck turnover, in the, you know, in the jackal, in the tackle, and you can really see that, you know, from certain individuals today. There's been a few turnovers. Lingham's played really well. Jordan Russell, you know, there's people that are really stepping up. Morgan Richardson, and it's great to see, you know, those players that they're just growing over the last couple of years, and it's showing that, you know, the pathway is there, and it's just they've got to stick with it and just keep doing what they do, keep doing the best that they can with what they've got, and then hopefully, you know, the results will start to come.
Makes the half-time team talk a little easier when you've got things to build on. Those couple of tries to chalk your efforts up against and say more of that. Of course, it's Loughborough Lightning who will be hoping to continue their momentum in this second half, continue to build, knowing that they have that match against Saracens to come next weekend. That is going to be our game on BBC iPlayer as well, from the StoneX, 3 o'clock kickoff. Saracens against Loughborough Lightning. Kristen Bitter then to get the second half underway. 16 points between the two sides.
Back.
Oh, fancy Bermudez. Fancies the outside.
Ball's out.
Nice immediate bit of play. Gordon was right up there.
Tackle now, release.
Wasn't the easiest, cleanest ball to play. Counter ruck from Russell is good.
Thank you. Penalty advantage, high tackle.
Oh, it's been given as high from the referee. So, penalty advantage. Sangapol, who comes up, nearly manages to break through.
Thank you.
Kelter was deep. Hibbert Jones got it from Scott. Daly with the tackle. Big double hit on Boyd.
Advantage over.
Opening up nicely for Scott to have another little run. Westcombe Evans on that left side. Treader.
Move.
Come back the same way. Hibbert Jones with another carry, and oh, the cheers came in from the coaching staff. They could see the turnover was there to be won, and indeed it was.
Yeah, we were talking about that close contact and the work they've been doing in that area, and Leicester Tigers really, really quick on the ball there. I think it was Jordan Russell, just got her hands in there, no release, penalty Leicester Tigers.
Put him on the 10, that's it. On the 10, please. Girls, please. Let's go.
Here we see it now.
Be quicker, please. Play on time is good.
Take from Bitter, another one right out in front.
Okay, release, no hands. Okay, don't play the scum half, please.
Lingham with the carry, Nelson making a nuisance of herself.
No effect.
McCalman. Gordon takes quite some stopping.
She just fights for every inch, does Gordon. Really powerful. Make sure she just fights for everything she can get on the ground.
Bitter, well taken by Bainbridge. Then just waiting to get it away for Lingham, who then played it back in. That looked like a slightly upright collision, and they are going to get the penalty advantage for it. And Laberie has a look around the fringes. Ives Campion was right there as Smith arrives on the shoulder. Amelie Anstead is on for Leicester Tigers. That's good work from Bitter. Oh, if they could go the same way, they had the numbers there. Ball was turned over though, so we'll come back for the penalty advantage that Tigers were playing with. Anstead, incidentally, as I mentioned, the number 23 who's on for Leicester Tigers, formerly of Loughborough Lightning.
High tackle.
Joined over the course of the summer.
It's a lovely little offload from Bitter there. Just that inside ball, just the awareness to give that ball inside, knowing that there was options available. And Lavery looks really lively today as well at scrum half.
Of course, while Lavery might be asking those questions round the fringes, it just means that people have to be more alert, tighter to the ruck, creating space elsewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. When you've got a scrum half that's as lively as Lavery, it really does cause problems for defences. And I think she's, really making this position her own. Great to see her over in England. Have to be in the French under-20s, and she just looks like the complete package. She's done a few little bits today that have been really impressive.
Wait. Thank you.
A couple more changes have been made for Tigers. I'll try and bring you up to speed with, I think Alicia Watkins may be on, but ball back inside was not quite accurate enough, and it's gone forwards in the process, and perhaps indicative of the pressure that Tigers are putting on was the volume of that roar that we just heard from Loughborough Lightning, because they've just cheered that knock on. Well, they've scored a try.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Leicester Tigers are just coming back with a bit of a vengeance now, aren't they? They've suddenly got a bit of fire in their belly again. People are on top. Oh, ringing the changes.
Yeah, full change. 16, 17, 18 and 20 now all on. Caroline, Young, Curfey and Rachel Erickett. Another one of the USA internationals who is on.
Good shift from Sagapoola today. Nice to see her getting involved in the game. She's so good around the tight, so good around the loose, and her scrummaging's really come on in the last couple of years as well.
Crouch. Bind.
Scott and Sagapoola, new signings. Rachel Erickett onto the field now.
Steady.
Fancy Bermuda's another one of them. Penalty, Loughborough. Well, the new front rows are on. Lise Maud is not going to be allowed to go quickly, but that is dominance.
Yeah, showed the dominance there, Loughborough Lightning, just losing her feet. I think it was Ellie Smith, wasn't it, on the right-hand side, just lost her feet. Loughborough desperate to take that quickly, but got pulled back.
Thank you. Just have a quiet word with 16. No compete. Maul.
In from Caledine.
Through.
Under 20s captain in the Six Nations Summer Festival this year, Caledine. It's actually voted MVP of the tournament. Morale. Nelson. Oh, they tried to shut it down. It was a lovely position from McCalman. She's being chased down. Jemima McCalman, the Wallaroo. Oh, it's a super tackle from from Scott. And the penalty. What an exemplary bit of defence after the super intercept from McCalman.
Yeah, great intercept from McCalman, but wow, what defence from Lucia Scott to make tracks on Jemima McCalman. She's no sloth. She's just made that distance to get back and then actually made the turnover as well. So a great interception. Just didn't quite have the legs to get there, but a fantastic chase from Scott. And actually to get to her feet immediately, release the tackle and then go for the jackal. Beautiful play from the fullback.
Impressive recovery. Tigers. They'd have got a third try on the board there. Not sure many would have had them in the realms of creeping towards a bonus point. As we come away from it, they are, of course, still just with 2 on the board. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but that's the value of that defensive moment.
Thank you.
Maud. Nelson steps inside.
Okay, not now. Step back.
Hibbert Jones. Kelter.
Move 12.
Oh, Tigers thought for a moment.
No, never lifted.
Jordan Russell was in the position to get the turnover. Not quite. Sensing they're not getting too much go forwards, given they've now gone back to Helen Nelson to stick it aerially. Oh, it wasn't well gathered by McCalman, so it's going to still be there now for Bermudez. And this is front foot ball. They've got huge numbers to the left. Plenty of Africa Violet here if they wish to try and send it that way. And Morale now just looks to straighten, and that's what's needed. Wardby outside Westcombe Evans, eyeing up the hat-trick. Bo Westcombe Evans bounces in and cruises over. It's the hat-trick on the 50th. Bo Westcombe Evans, 38th try And the third of the afternoon, they open up Leicester Tigers for the first time this second half.
Yeah, lovely way to celebrate your 50th appearance, isn't it, with a hat-trick. Still had a lot to do. Some lovely play from Loughborough Lightning. They had the overlap, they had the numbers. Lovely link play. And then Bo Westcombe still had a lot to do there. Westcombe Evans, lots to do. Bounced off the defender and went over for her third try and hat-trick.
Just ran next to each other. Yeah. Yeah. She was always in a position to take
Yeah, just went in a bit high. I think it was Maxwell there, wasn't it? Or was it Amelia Anstead? Just went in a little bit high on the tackle, but a lot of power to do that, to get over for that hat-trick, to bounce that player off. Phenomenal effort from Bo Westcombe Evans.
Ball got a little friendly with the left hand upright at the other end at the end of the first half, but that one sails through from Nelson, 4 out of 5. And Loughborough Lightning now up to 33.
You can't underestimate how important it is in the league, that the kicking percentages from Helen Nelson. It's so crucial that she's getting those points ticking over. 4 from 5 again. Her stats are incredible, and I think that's a real a bonus for Loughborough Lightning this year. They've got that consistency in their kicker.
Yeah, 85 points coming into this one. Second on the log, I should say, behind Emma Singh.
It's not a bad person to be following that, isn't it?
It's not at all. And as we said at the top of the show, top for retained kicks as well, with one Claky George. So again, good company to be keeping. Scottish and Welsh fly halves in the PWR.
Always inside 9. No, leave it. No. Okay, backwards, girls. Backwards. Yeah.
Bitter. Eyeing up the options outside, was never quite going to send it. In fact, the tackle was strong from Rachel Ericke. Same way from Lavery. Kick over for Charlotte Daly.
2 knock-ons.
Just not able to hold it. Just not quite got the domination in that area that Tigers would probably like to see.
No, I mean, a nice little option, but probably just not the right option at the right time. You know, keeping the ball in hand, probably a little bit more valuable to Leicester Tigers at the moment.
Okay, Mark's here.
Nadine Vincent is on at the tight head position for Leicester Tigers.
Control on set, please. Balance.
Painter and decorator if you need anything
Crouch.
done.
Excellent, good to know, Nick.
Bind.
It's amazing how these girls are just still managing those dual careers. It's great to see they're just putting in the effort on and off the field.
Penalty at scrum time. Maud got the chance to go quickly. Got it away for a few running metres for her fly half. There's another penalty advantage now being played, and it's opened up in the middle for Ericke.
No hands.
23 cap USA Eagle International. Hasn't had too much chance to impress, but has got a decent opportunity now, and that's Kelter, who we've seen managed to find her way through a crowded body so many times on the club and international stage. Maud, Nelson, little closer one for Calladine. Just not forwards. Tigers will have the scrum.
Now come round.
Yeah, just a little error from Loughborough Lightning there. Leicester Tigers just managing to disrupt. They are singularly in their initial scramble defence are doing really well. They are managing to disrupt.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes their organisation in defence isn't quite there, and therefore they're allowing those gaps and allowing Loughborough Lightning to make those short breaks.
Of course, Leicester Tigers won their second ever meeting. Who was in charge of that day, Vicky McQueen?
Oh, I just need to think. Let me think. Was it me? Yeah, I do remember that day well. 22-19?
22-17.
17. Oh, oh, quite get it right. But yeah, it was great to have the win. It was our only second win of the year. Yeah, I remember it well. Horrible day. Lovely little chip over from Claire Gallagher, I believe. And yeah, we managed to go over and had a little chat with Nathan Smith about that this morning.
Yeah, it's very good. A little reminder. Just get that into the mind. And Fraser Gocher and And Ross Bundy apparently this week were showing clips of East Midlands derbies, historic from the women's and the men's game, just to perhaps clue a few of their new international imports as to what this means locally, what the good old English club rugby East Midlands derby is all about.
It is. It's all so special, and there always is an edge in it. Always, to you know, the first time we played them in that chance of that East Midlands local derby, there was a real tension in the air. There was real determination, just extra flair. It's all exciting in the local derbies.
Keep your bind long.
Whatever brings those extra 1 or 2% out of your players. That's certainly the thinking this week from Leicester Tigers.
I remember rightly, it was Meg Jones that was really getting everyone going that day. Look where she is now.
Bind!
Who?
Who's that? Is it Meg Jones?
Somebody.
Yes.
Set!
Pretty good player.
Scrum holds momentarily. That's better from Tigers. Gordon goes short side. Laberie wants that to stay in field, and it does, and then kicks out into touch, and that's not bad in terms of a bit of game management from the French scrum half.
It's great game management. She's really showing that she's got that full skill set, that full complement of everything from a scrum half, showing that she's got the vision and the capability to put that ball where she wants to put it.
No compete, maul, line over.
Ball up, switch for Kelter, gets the left arm fend out, and then has the support from Morale. Morale right fending and dragging herself away, eventually pops it up for Wardby. The team try will be finished by Kendall Wardby. Started by Kelter, held on to her centre partner Morale, and finished by the back rower. Perhaps now the tide will really turn against the Tigers, because Lightning have struck again.
Yeah, great finish by the open side flanker. But all started here with this beautiful line in midfield. Fantastic line. And then that offload, great centre partnership to play together. Some brilliant fends there from the inside centre. And then a great true open side flanker is there to finish that try. Had to be strong in the contact. Still quite a bit to do, but gets the fend on and then rips the ball to the ground. Fantastic finish.
Judo throw style.
Yeah, I think she could definitely compete in judo. Perhaps she has.
Out of university now. Kendall Wardby in the big wide world. It's continued to sign on with Loughborough Lightning. Scores the 6th try of the afternoon. Is that going to hang on? Not quite for Nelson, that one.
And that try was all about that line from Kelter. She's been phenomenal, ripping up lines, really finding those spaces in the Leicester Tigers defence. You can't underestimate the footwork and the ability to find those gaps from Kelter.
Laberie has been changed, so Jenny Maxwell is on. It's a lovely bit of content on the PWR channels, so you have Laberie trying British slang. Taking the mickey was one that tripped her up, and plonker as well. So,
plonker, I've not heard that for a while.
That's good, yeah.
Not now, too long. Back to 8.
Jenny Maxwell, of course, former Loughborough player. Left in June last year after 7 years with the club. Is it going to open up through that middle? Wardby doing well. Nelson, and Nelson wrestles well as well. Good strength. And look at her knowing where the support is, coming back to where she knew there were some more players in the purple. The Africa Violet, we should call it. Now have they got numbers again? Morale. Good work to try and come through the gap from Ives Campion.
Back feet. Step.
Morale. Scott. Bermudez. Bit of obstruction. Well spotted by the referee.
Number 7.
Yeah, well spotted against the run of play,
seven,
wasn't it there?
purple,
Obstruction.
line,
Just almost getting in each other's way. Lots of options available to Loughborough Lightning, and almost a little bit overzealous there to try and make something work.
Put them on your halfway, Jen. Take the line, please. Yeah, it's fine, yeah. 5. So inside. Inside. Inside.
Richardson.
20.
Away from Maxwell.
No hands.
Oh, it was just a little low out in front.
Yeah, it was a difficult pass for her to take. Just drifted away from it, didn't it? Couldn't quite get her hands on it.
Yeah, just need to see a little bit more. Yeah.
Emily Anstead. Just
I can't reward you
a little
if I see
too
that early
far.
goals. Okay, last one was better. Same again here, please.
Options both ways here for Loughborough Lightning. They overstacked the left-hand side.
Crouch.
But a nice big space on the right.
Yeah, Helen Nelson is lurking to the left. We've seen Hibbert Jones picking a fair few times with Maud.
Okay, play away. Play away.
It will come to Nelson. Miss pass.
Back.
Kelter with the sort of volleyball boot over the top of the head.
Back feet. Step back.
Maud in for Nelson. Carry that time was Talia Brody.
No effect.
Kelter.
Losing her shorts as she goes.
Yeah, getting the full compression short, but display, but it's there now.
Move, Green.
Nelson. Tigers
Okay,
coaches
release.
calling down, wanting that defence to fold around the far side, make sure they've got the numbers there, because here comes Scott again for Loughborough Lightning, finding a way through and popping it up for Bermudez.
No tackle complete.
Oh, it's been wrestled away. Super work in that breakdown from the Tigers.
And Morgan Richardson quickly got in there, didn't she, for that take?
Easy,
Brilliant
easy,
jackal
get
on the
up,
floor.
please.
Lingham, real battle with Nelson.
Thank you, mate. Back feet.
Certainly the right fire and fight in this Tigers
Okay,
team
tackle now, release.
at the hour mark.
Okay, backwards, wait, 17.
Oh, knock on.
Knock on, offside.
Yeah, not an uncharacteristic error there from Bermudez. Not really under any pressure either, and then managed to give the penalty away as well.
She'll have better moments.
She will. She'll box that and come back stronger.
Cut in the grass.
Yeah, great turnover that we're seeing on the screen there from Morgan
send
Richardson.
on.
But yeah, knocks
Tigers
the ball on,
5,
and then obviously
change.
someone in front takes the ball. Penalty
Tigers
Tigers.
5.
A little too much underneath it.
I'm just getting a message, thanks.
We've got a change down below us.
Okay, 6 and 7 change.
There's a Rugby World Cup
please.
winner about to make their
Number
entrance.
6 and 7.
Here she comes.
We've got Kiwi Fitzpatrick coming onto the field. And there is
Girls, I'll get you the numbers as soon as
world
we
champion
know
Red
the fact
Rose,
that the injured players
player of the
are
match in the
gone.
final.
It's all done. All right.
I still can't quite believe that she's only 23.
And I was saying she looks happy to be out there, Nick.
How many, please?
Big smiles all round.
5. 5.
On to get 20 minutes, having
Time
not
on.
played any rugby for a couple of weeks.
And a little dance there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Rugby's all about enjoyment when you've had a gold medal around your neck, isn't it?
Okay,
It is,
5
isn't it?
Tigers.
It's great to see characters in the game, isn't it? And Sadi Kabir is certainly one of those.
Thank you.
Women's game in the last 6 months has really paved the way
time
for the
on, let's go.
characters of rugby to bring themselves to the fore. It's almost as if certain Henry Pollocks and Tommy Freemans have recognised that and found their own slice of the action.
Yeah, I do feel like sort of, I don't want to say copying, but maybe replicating
Tackle
the women's
fine.
programme at the moment.
Finding themselves.
That's what it is.
Finding themselves. Over 12 million views on that. Brilliant. Welcome to the party, chaps. Oh, really solid work. Henrich determined, wouldn't be stopped. Continued to find a way through. Abilene Priestnell is onto the field. Joined in the summer from Gloucester Hartpury. Russell.
There's another Gloucester Hartpury in Russell. She came from Gloucester Hartpury, like I say, a few years ago and has developed so much at Leicester Tigers, gaining the penalty.
Release, 13.
Maxwell wanted to keep the tempo up, wanted to go after Kelter was quite clearly infringing over the breakdown. Had been warned. Didn't go anywhere. Henrich working alongside Maxwell then as well. Gordon. Now Kelter's got on top of it.
The ball's there.
Needs to be careful that she's not giving away any more penalties in an area. Russell. Maxwell. Priestnell. Lingham. McCalman. Oh, big one over the top. Richardson's taken it well. Then there for Daly. Keeps upright, keeps going. This is good continuity from the Tigers. And then the arriving Nadine Vincent crashes in.
No hands.
Cabella cleared out. Penalty advantage to the Tigers. That looked a little bit high on Richardson as well as the bodies came in to stop the open side. There again for Vincent. Turnover there was accurate from the home side, but the penalty advantage was being played.
20, not rolling away.
Some excellent play there from Leicester Tigers, really putting the phases together, and it shows that the grit and determination at this phases of the game, that they can actually pull it out of the bag, they can use their energy, they can create extra chances. They'll be really pleased, the coaching staff will be really pleased to see Leicester Tigers in the fight. Yeah, well, it was working nicely, wasn't it? The awareness and experience of Maxwell combining well. The likes of Richardson, who's had a great game. Also, we saw a couple of solid carries from this woman, Nadine Vincent. Yeah, difficult to stop. You know, very, very powerful woman. Gets herself in those positions to take the ball as well at pace and depth.
I didn't see you clearly release.
A good game today.
Get on the ball, yeah.
It is, of course, Loughborough Lightning who've been in the ascendancy for most of the game. Tigers acquitted themselves well, but well, when it's your 50th, you rather hope that you just have a good game and it's all an enjoyable afternoon. Well, if you're Bo Westcombe Evans, you've had a very, very enjoyable afternoon, because she will no doubt be, well, having to buy Daisy Hibbert-Jones a lemonade later, because she's certainly been putting her through the holes in order to help her to her hat-trick, which she has managed over the course of just over an hour here at St Stadium at Franklin's Gardens. And we're delighted to have someone of the calibre of Bo Westcombe Evans back in. Of course, she has got her cap for England. She's back in the mix. England, well, they're down a winger after the news of one Abby Dow's retirement this week. More on that.
Tackle release. The ball's here.
It's Tigers again who have it. Keeping it from the line out.
Another interesting line out, mixing it up. Leicester Tigers, they're not scared to change things, which is really, really good attribute.
Gordon just might have hoped it was available to her over the top. Maxwell, oh, looked outside, went to burrow through herself. It didn't quite open up that time. They're there again. Penalty advantage.
Penalty advantage. Purple offside.
Arm goes up. Leicester Tigers, the sorts of scores that will continue to stay with them through training, through the work they're doing, through the belief that they're looking to build within this squad under Fraser Goetzer and Ross Bundy.
I am still playing advantage, yep.
Good patience from Leicester Tigers here on the line, making sure they're just working through the phases.
It's held up, we'll go back to the penalty. Clearly held
Celebrating the score, but enough bodies there that the referee content to say it was held up, so they come back under that penalty advantage.
First three guards all offside.
What's the decision here?
Option.
Yeah, lots of options. Could take the scrum, could do the line out, could take the tap, but line out decision.
Priestnell.
It's gone well in the first half.
Girls, just give me a step on those first few guards, please. Hands and feet.
Referee warns the Lightning players to ensure that they are onside when they're under pressure on their line.
No compete.
Big call at the front. And a good take as well. Getting it back into the hands of Alicia Watkins. Can they get any change out of this, Loughborough Lightning?
20's
More.
fine. 20's fine. That's one.
Eriki's got in to try and slow it down. The ball just comes popping up as Lingham. She thought she was arriving to lend her weight to the maul, but ended up having to carry. Now it's there for Watkins once more. Big double hit. Oh, and look at the strength. Ripped away. Cabea then plays it. Westcombe Evans. Did she stay in field? No flag from the assistant. Maud brings it back away. Charlotte Daly's just down on the side of the field.
Use 9.
Nelson, oh, she's not going to clear this. They fancy a chance to run this out from under their own post. Oh, but Kelt has knocked it on. Oh, goodness, if you're going to make that sort of decision.
Oh, interesting, the outside centres having a little chat with each other there as well.
I also just wonder whether the referee blew the whistle a little early there, given there was a knock-on advantage.
Just give me a second.
Yeah, that's the second time she said it.
Excuse me,
that's
my
what
time.
the question might
Okay,
be.
I don't need everybody else. Okay, I don't know what's happened before. Comments aren't needed. We'll have the knock-on. That doesn't happen again.
My stomping.
Excuse
That's
me.
the second time.
Sorry, there's blood there, sir.
Yeah. Time off. Okay, 9, change.
Going to be the change then for Loughborough Lightning. They are the ones with the 6-2 bench.
Time's off because we've got 8 down.
Meg Davey is going to be the one to come on and replace Liz Maud, who's had a great game. Bit of spice towards the last end of this, isn't there?
Yeah, it's getting a little bit interesting now, isn't it, Nick? But it's a great turnover from Loughborough Lightning in the first place to stop Tigers with putting it under a lot of pressure, you know, in the later stages of this game. Impressive from Tigers, but a great turnover from Loughborough Lightning. And good ambition to run it from their own line, but yeah, you've just got to, if you're going to go for it, you've got to get that right.
We don't need that.
And unfortunately, she just took her eye off the ball at the last second.
Jen, at last scrum, when I was round there, was good, so same again. Yeah.
That's a great attacking opportunity now for Leicester Tigers to have this scrum, 5-metre scrum, on Loughborough's line. Good opportunity for them to get themselves in it right here at the end.
Time check, I've got 13. Thank you.
See the backs discussing different options from Leicester Tigers, but it's a good position for them to have this attacking scrum.
8 defensive rock entries last round for Tiana Gordon. Let's just have a little look at this one again. So Kelton knocks it on. No, the referee had blown the whistle at that point.
Yeah, he'd definitely blown the whistle, but it was worth McCallum having a go, I think.
No love lost between the Australian and USA cultural affairs.
Having a little conversation in the office.
Set!
Tigers remain in the Lightning 22. Ball came flying out the rear of that one, and it's Lingham who looks to try and get the head down and go again.
Ball's here.
Was there the sufficient release there? In the meantime, try is scored. Emily Henrich has got low and driven, and Leicester Tigers have got themselves a third try at the home of Loughborough Lightning in the East Midlands derby. There's a decent amount of space between the two scores at the minute, but in terms of the progress of this Tigers side, and with the option to consider a 4th try in this one, that is just what the doctor orders. Question marks from Sadia Cabea over whether the knee was on the ground and the ball should have been released at that point. But Emily Henrich didn't hang around to find out.
She didn't, did she? And that was great work rate. It's been a great work rate for Henrich all day. She's been everywhere on the field, getting involved in all the rucks, making sure she's coming in off her wing all the time. And that's just another great example of her strength, her tenacity, and her ability to take the ball over the line. And I'm not sure what happened then, but I think that was a missed kick.
The ball just came flying off the uprights from right in front, which will be a little bit disappointing for Abilene Priestnall.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't take your eye off the ball, even when it's right in front of the post. But Heinrich, nice smile there for her try. And she deserves that, like I say, plenty of work rate from her today. Coming off a wing, be interesting to see her meters made, because she's definitely made a hard, really, really good work ethic today. And here's that kick. Yeah, just swung at it, just swung a little bit out, didn't she?
We've had 2 off the uprights.
And there's Heinrich again.
Taking those metres.
You don't need to take her that far past the ruck.
Penalty Lightning. It's going against Jordan
No
Russell
need
for
to
getting a
take
little
that
bit
far past the ruck.
overexcited in trying to take Meg Davey out of the game around the ruck.
Yeah, a bit silly from Jordan Russell, showing her inexperience there a little bit, no need. But yeah, like you say, fire in her belly, wants to impress, keen to work on the floor, just a little bit too much.
Yes, please.
Loughborough Lightning back towards the end of the field. They'll be far more comfortable. Hibbert Jones, great take from the captain. Solo captain this season, of course, taking that responsibility quite seriously and appropriately. Now the maul comes down, illegally so. Oh, and then the vision from Lucy Calladine to go straight through. Wasn't going to hang around.
Yeah, great vision from Calladine, wasn't it? Just to make sure she just went ahead. There was always going to be a free ball. The maul had been pulled down, but she spotted the gap, spotted the opportunity, and she's really happy with that. It's a lovely line-up ball again from Loughborough Lightning, who've been clinical in the set piece today. Sadie Kabir straight on that ball, illegally pulled down, and then the opportunity to just drive the ball through the centre. Great vision to finish that off.
Nice bit of footwork as well, wasn't it? Since she was going to carry a little further outside, step back in. Started the first 2 league games after good cup performances. Calladine came off the bench against Exeter, another strong display, and she's continuing that this afternoon as Nelson looks to get them up to 45, and 2 flags are raised to do so.
Yeah, Loughborough Lightning really starting to show their class now. They've got options all over the field. The ball's a lot quicker from the ruck in the second half, and they are showing what they can do. And the pressure's on, they can run away with it.
10 points from the boot of Helen Nelson, 5 out of 7 for her so far today. 7 tries on the board for the home side.
Thank you. It's okay.
Davey for Nelson.
Thank you. The ball's here. Good choice, 7. Thank you.
A bit more depth, morale under a lot of pressure. She's been a real steady rock in that inside centre position
Ball's out a long time.
for Lightning today. Really growing in that role, that midfield, of course, that is Skazless. No Emily Scarrett involved in the coaching ticket now, but not around this weekend. Swanned off to the sunshine of Dubai. Very nice. Switch in the backfield, Henrich. Coming into the game more and more. Oh, turnover.
First player lifts the ball.
Clear comms from the referee.
Yeah, great turnover from Loughborough Lightning there. Just the timing, bang on. Get their hands on the ball. Perfect timing, right in front of the referee. Good decision.
Good here, yeah.
Oh, it wasn't straight.
No compete. Yeah, but we've still got to throw it straight. Option. Thank you.
Well, there we go.
Quite clear from the referee. You've still got to throw it straight. Okay.
Well, there is obviously the guidance now that if a team doesn't compete, well then those calls that may be not straight may not be given. But I think the referee making the point you can't just throw it crooked entirely.
Yeah, I think the ref made his point there quite well.
Bind. Set.
Oh, just a little
Back, unless you got anything different.
Disconnect there as it tried to go from Lingham to
Thank you.
McCalman,
Put
and
it
the
down
knock-on's going to
safely.
allow the opportunity,
Over
but
the horizontal, she lands on her back.
Kelter, she can give a few of those, and now McCalman looking to try and stretch those legs. The athletic Wallaroo all but lost on the floor.
Knock on.
Yeah, ref deemed that to be enough advantage from McCallum, so Loughborough Lightning advantage.
On the edge, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I think she just did take it just above the horizontal, didn't she?
End of the line, please.
Great reactions by Leicester Tigers and McCallum.
Let's be in. Come on. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's be clear. Numbers nice and early. 6. Have you got 6 here? Okay, let's go. Back.
It's lost and over the top. And backwards from a Leicester Tigers perspective, it was then
False here.
jumped on
No clear,
Katie
knock on.
Fitzpatrick. And then it's with one side of Kabaya. Gets around one. Not held, but eventually is jumped upon. Nelson on the outside, looking to thread it through. Who's it going to fall to? It's going to be Bo Westcombe Evans for 4.
Why don't you just take 4, Bo Westcombe Evans? A great opportunity taken. Helen Nelson, a lovely nudge through, and Bo Westcombe Evans takes her 4th try of the game in her 50th appearance. Super impressive.
Brings up the 50 points as well.
Lovely little dink from Helen Nelson off her foot. She's been showing that she really has the ability to put that ball where she wants it, and that was perfect placement again. Just bounced up beautifully for Bo Westcombe Evans to take and just dot down over the line. Number 4.
One of the more challenging positions for Nelson, not quite that time. Loughborough Lightning up to the big 50. Leicester Tigers on 15.
And Helen Nelson has been really influential today in terms of everything. Her boots in attack, her attacking weapon as a threat, really, really important. But just the control of the whole game as well. She really has controlled the game well, utilising her backs where necessary, instructing the forwards, and just had a great overall game.
Back, played and gone 10 metres. Ball travelled 10. Okay, thank you. Okay, no advantage. Knock on in the tackle. So knock on by Pink in the tackle.
Another attacking opportunity for Leicester Tigers here from a scrum. And they really have fought till the end, haven't they, Nick? They've fought for everything. You know, they're still within reach of that 4 points, about 4 try bonus point.
Yeah, it's definitely something about the Tigers' side. That scorelines are reflective, obviously, of the effort that the teams are putting in against them, and that the tries they are working well to score. But it also sometimes doesn't show you the sense of the effort that's being made and the pride in which these Leicester Tigers players can take from these performances.
Yeah, like we said about the small wins on the big platform as well, there's been some great turnovers, there's been some really good tries and some graft from the Leicester Tigers today. I think they should be pretty proud of some of the performance today.
Take the edge, please.
But Loughborough Lightning have been class. Scoring tries all around the park, different elements of the game, showing their strengths in the forwards and the backs.
We're going to be asking you to consider who your player of the match will be in the next few moments, and we'll find that out once the full 80 is completed. But the break, it was given us the knock on.
Yeah, just those moments that just slide away, don't they? Tiredness, fatigue comes in. But yeah, she's had a good game as Lingham. Disappointed with a little knock on there.
Lou said.
GB7's joined in the summit, Georgie Lingham.
Yeah. I said before I won't be rewarded.
Yeah, rangy runner. She's really shown her skill and speed as well today. She doesn't look that fast, but she really covers the ground very, very quickly. Strength, power and speed combined.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Nelson. Morale. Now that gap has just opened up a little bit more for Carmela Morale. Tackle was good from Daly. Nelson dummies inside to Cabello. Westcombe Evans just knocked it on. Knocklock in the red. Lingham with the tackle. Will be on the referee's whistle for this one. And he agrees with the clock in the red that will bring an end to the contest. Well, Leicester Tigers have come here knowing the size of the challenge in front of them, knowing what development they need to undertake this season. And despite finding themselves on the back of a scoreline that's got a 35-point deficit to it, have acquitted themselves pretty well. 3 tries on the board, including the opener from Georgie Lingham, Loughborough and Henrich on the scoreboard as well, and perhaps 1 or 2 left out there as well that will give them real hope as they head home this evening. But for Loughborough Lightning, it was a chance to really hit their straps, to continue their improvement through the PWR and look upwards in terms of this league, as their assault on the top 4 at this point of the season looks a real possibility. They've scored 8 tries, all in all, 4 of them to Bo Westcombe Evans. Beautiful bit of work from her. And the big 5-0 has been brought up. 50 points on a 50th appearance for Bo Westcombe Evans, and a final score of Loughborough Lightning 15, Leicester Tigers 15. As we see Nathan Smith down there with young Olivia, and having a chat with Hibbert Jones as well. It's a chance for us to come to you, Vicky McQueen, and discuss your options for player of the match.
Yeah, there's definitely been a few contenders today. You know, I think we mentioned Helen Nelson a few times, you know, her control of the game, you know, using her attacking, kicking weapon as well as her brilliant hands and monitoring and leadership in the game. But yeah, I think we can't move away from Daisy Hibbert-Jones. I think, you know, her class around the field, just her ability to utilise her footwork, her offloading game, her ability to be in the right place at the right time, assisting many of those Bo Westcombe tries. Daisy Hibbert-Jones, a real leader out there on the field today, captained really well, leapt in the line-outs. I don't think we can move away from her as our player of the match today.
Daisy Hibbert-Jones, PWR player of the match. And we will be having a chat to the Loughborough Lightning skipper very shortly. It's a really, really solid performance. Right, I am now going to get my Olympic sprinting shoes on, Vicky McQueen, and run downstairs so that we can catch up with our player of the match. And I'm going to leave our viewers in the capable hands of your good self to guide anybody who's joined our coverage a little bit late as to how the course of the match unfolded.
Wonderful. Get those spikes on, Nick. We will see you soon. Hopefully. Don't trip up. So here we go, the highlights from this afternoon. Plenty to see. Beautiful run from Lingham straight away, driving through the middle. Fantastic footwork and a great finish. And that was a really good opportunity. The Leicester Tigers took that opportunity to score early on. You can see what it meant to Leicester Tigers. And then it was turned to Loughborough Lightning. Beautiful nudge through. Great kick and a lovely opportunity for Lucia Scott to pick up her first try and first Premiership appearance. Then Bo Westcombe Evans goes in. brilliant run in. Pace to burn. Next up again, we've got Hibbert Jones on the outside, and another beautiful finish for Hibbert Jones. Always works the extra hard to get under the post as well. Loughborough Lightning utilise the ball really well, spreading the play, look beautifully to the width. And still a little bit of work there to do for Bo Wescombe-Evans, using her power to get off the would-be tackler. This line was a wonderful line from Kelter, ripping the defence apart through the middle, linking up really well with Morel in midfield. And then a great play from Wardby, open side flankers, Dream, to get on the end of that score. Heinrich, excellent work rate all day, really deserved that try, coming in off the wing, looking for work. Then back to Loughborough Lightning, rolling maul, illegally taken down, but she made sure she stayed on her feet and spotted the gap. And then finally, that fourth try comes up for Wescombe-Evans, taking Loughborough Lightning to 50 points. And a fantastic finish for Loughborough Lightning and for Bo Wescombe-Evans on her 50th appearance for Loughborough Lightning today. 4 tries to boot. Fabulous, fabulous. And very close to getting the player of the match, but we just went with Daisy Hibbert Jones, as Bo Wescombe-Evans probably getting enough plaudits with a 4-try victory today. As she walks over, it looks like she's been taken over to the interview now with Nick, who might well have just made it there. I don't think there was any slips or trips or falls from Nick, so hopefully we'll see him in shot.
Well, I am down here pitchside with our PWR player of the match and someone who's, well, probably quite enjoyed a 50th run out by bringing 50 up or playing at least a key part in that. First of all, Daisy Hibbert Jones, how are you?
I'm okay now that we got the result that we wanted. I think at the first half, at half time, some serious words were said and there needed some reaction from the girls, and we got the reaction, and I'm really proud of the girls for that.
Yeah, absolutely. How much credit do you give to Leicester Tigers for that?
Oh, you know, like, you can't underestimate a team like Leicester Tigers. Like, they literally threw everything down the kitchen sink at us, and it was kind of up to us how we responded to that. So massive credit to them, because they made today a much tougher performance than we probably anticipated.
I saw your face when the word reached you that you'd been selected by Vicky McQueen as our player of the match. You probably thought that with someone outside you scoring 4 tries today, it might be Bo's nod. But I think the view was that you served up a few of those.
You know what, that's my favourite part of being a back row. Like, that is the thing that I love to do the most, like, test my skills under pressure. And when you've got a winger outside of you like Bo, if I don't give that ball, it's going to be a killer, because she is going to score that try. So it's kind of up to me to make sure that I give that ball to Bo, because she will finish it.
There we go. And you're only going to have heard a lot from it afterwards if Bo hadn't got it. Bo, how are you? How was that for you?
Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, 50th cap, so yeah, it meant a lot to me. So yeah, tonight's performance was really important, and yeah, I think I did an all right job.
Yeah, and we've spoken about, you know, your return a year after that injury at Quins, and being on that road, that rehab road that can be so lonely at times. When you're at games like this at home, you know that it's a result that you were under pressure to get, but ultimately knew that you could. Scoring 4, then that's just got to be happy days, right?
Yeah, I think you want to come out and put performance, and I think we did do that eventually today. It wasn't our best game, but I think the team came together, especially after our talk at the half-time. So yeah, also come with 4 tries, I can't really complain. So yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah, let's just, Vicky, come in and do join us. Thank you. We'll just cuddle up. We'll all cuddle up. There you go. That's nice. She did well, didn't she?
Did you dream about that last night?
Not quite. I did hope to score maybe 1 or 2, but 4, yeah, is pretty cool.
Yeah, in terms of your work rate around the field, I mean, we just saw you everywhere. You know, is that what you were intended to do? Just get involved in everything you could today?
Yeah, 100%. Nathan really wants our wingers working off and being in there, and I set up Lucia's try, in the first half and stuff. So that's something that he really wants us wingers doing. So yeah, working off the ball, trying to be anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah, you can certainly see that, almost playing like an extra fullback.
Yeah, and what about this assault on the top four, really? Because that's obviously the objective for this Loughborough Lightning team, and you're doing a good job of getting some points before Christmas, Daisy.
I know, I think probably it's one of the best starts that Loughborough Lightning's had for a very long time. We've set ourselves that ambition that we want to be in the top four. We've been on the fringes of it for the past 2 seasons, and the momentum that we had towards the back end of last season, there was no reason why we couldn't start with that momentum. Don't get me wrong, we've definitely left some points out there against nearly all the teams that we've played, but I'm really happy with the girls. I'm really proud of the girls for the start that we've had, because we need to be ambitious if we want to go for that top four, and that's definitely the side of us that we're showing at the moment.
Well, I think leaving points out there and still scoring 50 is not a bad place to be. And we'll let you both go. Thank you so much. Well done today.
Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, well, that was entertaining, wasn't it? 65 points. A Leicester Tigers team that certainly gave a good account of themselves, but we just know that they've got a bit more in their journey to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, they've put it in, they've put the effort in, they've worked on their close contact skills. You could really see that in the game today. You know, I think they'll be proud of, you know, small snippets of that performance, and that's all they can do is just take the building blocks, work towards where they've got to get to, and take the wins when they get them. But in terms of Loughborough Lightning, yeah, like I say, there were some errors out there, but the way they've played, the way they can take the field and they can mix up their play. Their attacking play is phenomenal. They can use the boot, they can use the width, they're using the forwards. I think they've got a really good platform to build on this season.
Yeah, they certainly have. Well, don't forget, we are going to be back with more action from the PWR in round 6 next week, because our BBC iPlayer game will be seeing the Loughborough Lightning crew making their way down to the Stonex. That Sunday match at 3 o'clock at the Stonex. And, well, we've got 3 other games, of course, on Saturday as part of next week. It's Exeter against Bristol, Gloucester Hartpury against Trailfinders, and Tigers Quins. But, yeah, that game on the Sunday is going to be one to look forward to. I would say there's a hot chocolate with our names on it, but it's festive season. We can call it a mulled wine, can't we?
I think we should, Nick.
Yeah.
I think after that, we deserve it.
Excellent. Vicky, it's been lovely having you with us. It's been great having your company as well. We look forward to when you can join us again, hopefully next week at the Stonex. But for now, from all of us here, it's a very good evening.